Okay, thanks again for staying with me on the program TMI Monday. Well, I have with me in the studio three handsome young men, but they have a very interesting story to tell, and a story that will inspire you and motivate you to eschew crime so you can live a normal life and then make greater impact in society and fulfill your destiny. From my immediate left, I have Hansen Aroko. Hansen Oracle. Yes. Hansen, thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, then we also have Addison Oni. Addison, many thanks for joining us on the program. And then, of course, Charles Omawumi. Charles, many thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, there's just one knot that ties all of them together, which is the fact that they are ex-prisoners. They were magnanimously released, or they benefited from the magnanimity of the state government through the prerogative of mercy granted them, and so they are now free men, free indeed. But you recall that recently President Muhammadu Buhari signed the Nigerian Prison Service Amendment Act into law, which means brought about a name change from Nigerian Prison Service to Nigerian Correctional Service. The new name has two implications. One is the fact that it is now geared towards ensuring that when you find yourself in such a system, it's all about giving you an opportunity to give a new sense of direction and then give a new image and identity where you can be reformed, both spirit, soul, and body, and then you come out, you become a better person. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now let me just ask one general question. At what how many years did you stay in the prison?
I spent 7 years plus.
7 years.
7 years plus, sir.
What about this?
I spent 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
And Omawumi?
I spent 17 years.
17 years.
Yes.
How old were you when you got into prison? Let me start with your Omawumi.
I was 12.
12 years.
12 years old.
What happened?
It's a result of anger. So someone, my stepmom, you understand, so said that he is responsible for the death of my father. So it was that anger, when I heard that from her, so that anger prompted me. So there is a bush lamp at the table. So I was provoked and stoned her with the
bush lantern.
Yes, so the cloth she put on got fired and they took her to the hospital. It was 2 months and a week. Then they now reminded me to juvenile custody. I was there in juvenile custody from 2002 to 2009. They now transferred me to adult prison. So that was how.
From 2002 to 2009. How many years?
That should be
7 years.
That should be 7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
Before they transferred you to adult prison. And then you stayed in there.
Yeah. I was in there.
Nobody came to look for you, maybe brothers, sisters?
Yeah, my family.
They came to look for you? They didn't make any efforts to... What were you not charged with?
I was charged for a murder.
Okay, your mom later passed as a result of that incident that occurred?
Yeah. I was charged for a murder.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Let's share with us your experience. What took you to prison?
Me, was not convicted.
Okay.
I went there for a case of a murder case.
Okay.
I was actually framed up. I was in school when I received call that my dad has passed on. Actually, when I came back, due to the fact that I came from...
When you say you were in school, were you in the university?
University of Benin, yes.
Okay.
I came back from school that evening and I met Card in the house. All of a sudden, my uncles went into my dad's room. They took record of things that was inside. After some while, I went to them when we were short of cash. I told them that my father's property, it's time to start making use of them. They should release some for us since we are suffering now. We have guests that will be feeding, that will be coming to visit us. And I said that I was just too young to start demanding for my father's property, that is not done, that is always going to be after the funeral. So, to be truthful, we almost fought. I was angry that why will you be doing this? Is it because I don't have brother? I'm the only person that is a male child. That you want to oppress me over what is mine.
Yeah.
And we want to feed with it. So we were having quarrel. They asked me to go. That while my father was still alive, they never benefited anything from me. So I left. Only for me to receive call the next week, I should come to the village. I should come and fix a date for the funeral.
The funeral.
So get to the village. I never knew they came with some policemen. I went with my friend to the village that day. The guy escorted me from school. We were framed. They just pointed out these are the people that killed their brother. So we were taken to Estate Police Station, ADPA. When they saw the way crowd was coming to look for the matter for me, that this was not what happened. So the matter just spread everywhere. Then they took us to state CID. To the state CID, the IPO now later discovered that we were only after property. When they came to request for death certificate, that they wanted to go and withdraw some money from their account. So the commissioner of police said that since it's like that, it does not have any power to say they should bail us, that we should go to the court to settle. That was how I was remanded to court, to prison.
And in that process, you spent how many years?
In the process of waiting for trial,
yes,
I did 8 years.
8 good years.
Before the case came to an end.
And you? What's your case?
I am Sinoraku. I was alleged in a case of a kidnapping.
Okay.
I was not convicted. I was in trial within trial.
Trial within trial?
Trial within trial.
For how many years?
7 years plus.
7 years?
Yes, sir. So, is this my friend that came from Thai court? I was working at BIU in the cafeteria session. So, there's a friend came that he called me that he wants to come and work in Benin. He doesn't have a place to stay. I said, well, I have brothers that is living with me that have siblings, so I don't know, but if you can't cope, you come, then you look for a work, then you start working, then you get your own apartment, then you stay. So he came, and he was staying. He knew to me that he has committed
a crime
somewhere.
And you didn't know about this?
I didn't know about it.
How long have you known this guy you talked about?
I know my dad is a policeman.
Okay.
His mom is one of the police too.
Okay.
So we know at the barracks.
Okay.
So before transferred came, we left each other before we met again.
Okay.
So they transferred his mother to Port Harcourt before the mother gets retirement.
Okay.
And came and bought him the house. So after 3-4 days, they were tracking his phone. They were tracking his phone to my house. I was at the work when they tracked him to my house. He called. When they hold him, they called me that I should come. I didn't even know what was
going on.
Yes, I have to rush down. I saw it was DSS men from the division here, so close to the state side. They came. And they said, are you answering Miracle? I said, yes. Say, why must you put this man in the house? I said, we have long time no.
That was your only offense.
That was the offense.
And that's how they picked you.
That was how they picked me.
Okay, why did your friend say that? Tell them that you didn't have a hand in whatever crime
My
that was.
My friend told them.
And they didn't believe you.
At the point, they even slapped him. I shouldn't say anything. You shouldn't say any word. They took us there. I was there. They didn't even allow my family to come till they remanded me to prison. So that was how my lawyer, Barrister Isite, when he came in.
Robinson Isite?
Yeah, Barrister, yes, Isite.
Yeah.
So there was one lawyer that was handling the matter, you understand? So when my uncle heard it, Barrister Isite, he said, no, he wants to handle the matter himself, that this is oppression. So
well, interesting. I think the focus is just to get the background of your experience. What was it like in prison? Or is it particularly for you, from age 12? I don't know how old you are now, but what was the experience? What was it like?
My experience in prison is beyond words, because prison is not a home of fried rice or jollof rice. It's not a place of welcome.
Okay.
It's not a place of welcome.
Okay.
My experience, they took my particulars in the sense that as a new as they reminded me in. So they collect my particulars, my offense, where I stays and all this, that. So,
but what has this experience, what has it done for you? Has it changed anything about you? Has it remolded you? Has it corrected anything in you? Because I know that you said specifically that what took you to prison was anger.
Yeah.
You got angry and then you fling a hand lantern at your mom, which, you know, got her engulfed in fire. In the process, she died. Right, so what has happened? What has changed now?
What has changed me, the prison really teach me life and how to avoid anger and how to control the
Your
temper.
anger, okay, the temper in you.
Temper,
Yeah.
Because a law is being given there in prison. And let me say that law alone is the reformation of prison to reform inmates.
Okay.
You understand? Because the law, if you move an inch like this, there's a lot to it. Because in a room we are more than 500, 100 or something.
In a room?
In a room, yes. In a hall, we are more than 100. So that law really worked on me. You understand? To know how to control my temper.
And then accommodate people,
and to
relate with people.
And to relate with people. There's no kind of human being today I cannot cope with.
Okay. What about you? In your own case, it wasn't really about reformation. I think it was a case of being framed. But I'm sure you learned some things that you want to share.
I learned something. The fact is that prison alone, the name prison, is the bigger institution. Yes. The name prison alone is bigger than any university you can think of in the world. Even Oxford University is a smaller place where any prison in Nigeria in the world is. While in the prison, you can determine to learn the positive things, and you can determine to learn the negative things in prison. Okay. And the truth is that prison does not have one main important thing they have in place to reform you or to make you a changed person. It's just a matter of your mindset. That despite that I didn't do what brought me here or I did the offense, I shouldn't still remain like that while living in this place. So I've learned how to obey the law, because the law in that place is bigger than the law outside the place. Because in that place, there's any offense you commit to,
yes,
you cannot run away from it.
You get the punishment.
You get the punishment. It's not like outside there. When you do something, you can run to Abuja to Bayelsa to go and hide. Yes. That place you have no.
If you run foul of any law, you get the instant punishment. Okay, let me get your what did you learn?
I learned that the experience alone makes me, before I'll bring anybody to my home, I'll make sure I examine him, checkmate him properly.
Do a proper security check. All right, thank you. Now these guys have a song, right? You have a song. Both of you have a song. Okay, now we'll use that song to conclude our show today. They'll be doing those songs for us here. We'll also be finding that what are their immediate challenges, what is it like now that they're out of prison. All that will come in the concluding side of
TMI. Every opinion counts.
Thanks again. We're on the last lap of TMI Thursday, and of course I have the trio of Charles and Oni, right? Yes, and then of course Hansen. Okay, there are friends now who have been released, and then of course they are getting to see how the society is again, spending different years, number of years behind bars. Okay, how are you integrating back into the society, so to speak? What are the challenges really? Let me start with Omaomi.
Yeah, the challenges is not really easy. I've been with Kola since I came out. So Kola is the one leading me. Leading you, guiding you and supporting you. Yes, for now. Okay. Kola is the one guiding me.
Oh, that's interesting. What about you? Back to your family?
Since I came back, yes, I'm back to my family.
Okay.
I'm trying to see how I'll be able to put one or two together to get my feet back. With the help and assistance of Mrs. Kola Adokpai, he has been doing a very great work since we came out, and we've been able to find our feet back, and we are getting started.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, most thank God for Mrs. Kola Adokpai, because he is the one behind my coming out since all this while, and still yet still standing for me.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, I'll come back to you guys so that we'll take a song. Since Uni is not going to be singing, he probably will do backup. either by clapping or doing something. Oh, you're a comedian. Oh, you're a comedian. Oh, really? Really? Okay, we got something coming up that where we can actually showcase the three of you very, very soon.
TMI, every opinion counts.
Okay, let me come back to my friends, Hansen, Addison, and Charles. Thank you for coming. Okay, now I'm happy with the way life is going for you and with the things that Max's caller, Dokpai, is doing. Since you guys are into entertainment, well, there are a lot of entertainment activities that we're doing. Like you heard us promoting one. It will be an opportunity to showcase these guys, showcase you, right? So you guys just keep doing what you're doing. We'll see how we can showcase you. So let's take the song that you have. What's your song?
We came together, we collaborate together.
To do a song?
To do a song.
Okay.
And we titled the song, Say No to Crime.
Say No to Crime. Yes. Can we get a line of that? Can we do that song right here? Maybe we'll just clap and I don't know how you guys want to do it. All right, so let's hear that song.
Okay. You better quit the game that the whole world is against. Stand up on your feet as good citizen and build up the society with good policy. Don't be a threat to humanity. Crime is bad, it's a dangerous game. You better say no to crime. If you don't quit, you be the government slave. By the time you find yourself in jail, everybody say, oh, 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 oh. Say no to crime. Everybody say, oh, oh, oh. By the time you find yourself in jail, everybody say, oh, oh, oh. Say no to crime. Everybody say, oh, oh, oh. By the time you find yourself in jail, everybody say, oh.
This is a story about a nigga.
Oh.
The nigga was a nut toward
He was tough in the game. No man stays away. Wherever he lay, gun in his waist. This notorious robber robbing the banks in the town with his men. Clubbing with bitches with the money got from robbery. Where he was drugging, smoking weed, sipping gin. Unknown to him, the cops were searching for him. He was smart enough. Nemesis called him. Yes, they charged him to court for a trial. The law found him guilty. The judge pronounced a death sentence on him.
Homie with handcuff
A leg chain, crying on the way to his grave. You can see the punishment, desire than the merriment. All he has was seized by the government. I'm begging everyone in the world, abstain from what the Constitution won't be away.
Wow, 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 wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is fantastic. I mean, I'm just impressed by what you guys have turned out to. I don't know if you didn't have the opportunity to stay behind bars, you probably would have been able to come up with stuff like this. I don't know. I really, really don't know. Well, I'm sure another day we can do a bit of comedy from you. Yes, yeah, but if we have the time, probably would have loved to take a line from you on what you've got for us. But no, it is. Time is fast spent. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Well, that's our package today on TMI Thursday. We'll leave you with the rest of our broadcast or programs for today. Big thanks to all our crew members. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.